President Trump announced the seizure on Truth Social overnight, saying, quote, the Iranian crew refused to listen, so our Navy ship stopped them right in their tracks by blowing a hole in the engine room. Right now, U.S. Marines have custody of the vessel. The ship remains in U.S. custody. Here's what it sounded like when the guided missile destroyer USS Spruance warned the cargo ship before firing.
Vessel Tosca, Loto Vessel Tosca, vacate your engine room. Vacate your engine room. We're prepared to subject you to disabling fire.
At least two dozen other vessels were turned around over the weekend, complying with U.S. orders. The incident came 24 hours after Iran's IRGC fired on two vessels trying to pass through the Strait of Hormuz in violation of the ceasefire. Now the question remains if a broader agreement will be reached this week. The ceasefire is set to expire in less than 48 hours. I spoke with President Trump over the weekend, who told me if the deal isn't done, the deal that we made, then I'm going to take out their bridges and their power plants. He went on to say, if they don't sign this thing, the whole country is going to get blown up. We understand that they're okay and they still have control of this Iranian flag cargo ship. This is a significant moment because it is an indication that if the Iranians try to test the U.S. naval blockade, their ships will be seized. And we talked about this. U.S. Marines boarding vessels. And this is exactly what happened yesterday when they tried to test the resolve of the U.S. Navy. We do know that at least 24 ships actually turned around and they heeded the warnings from U.S. forces in the region. But these warnings were very clear. They were put out over radios directly to the vessels, saying that if you approach this line, this blockade, your ships will be seized. Warnings were even given to this cargo ship, and they didn't heed the warnings. And ultimately, this led to U.S. forces firing on the engine room of the vessel, stopped the vessel in its tracks, and then those U.S. forces boarded the cargo ship.